I wake in the heart of a honeysuckle blossom, wrapped in a fragrance so sweet it makes me want to laugh before I even open my eyes. The morning sun tickles my cheeks, and the world around me feels like a whispered celebration. I can feel my wings trembling, still a little caught in the sparkling dew, as though they were covered in liquid diamonds. Today, the day was born tasting of adventure. I try to take my first flight, but my wings are still heavy with sleep and water. Instead of getting frustrated, I decide that today the ground will be my playground. I slide down a soft petal as if it were a natural slide and land gently on the back of an old snail passing by. He is slow, yes, but he is the perfect guide for anyone who wants to see the little joys that hurry usually hides. At his pace, I notice that every drop of water on the leaves reflects an entire rainbow. I see ladybugs arranging their spots and ants carrying treasures that gleam like gold beneath the light filtered through the trees. Time seems to stretch, and what had been a quiet walk turns into a celebration of microscopic life. A little farther on, we arrive at the glass stream. It is singing more brightly than ever. The stones beneath the water look like pieces of the sky, and the moss along the banks is such a vivid green that it makes me want to hug it. I dip the tips of my toes into the cold water and laugh out loud when a little silver fish comes to greet me with a curious hello. I feel an electric energy race through my body. The forest is overflowing with life today. Suddenly, I discover a cluster of natural soap bubbles floating near a lavender bush. They rose from the foam of the nearby waterfall and shimmer with every color I love most. I begin a game of leaping from bubble to bubble, feeling the soft, springy texture of each one beneath my feet. With every jump, a bubble bursts into a tiny shower of scented glitter, making my wings flutter with a will of their own. I follow the trail of bubbles until I reach a clearing where the wind has decided to play whirlwinds with dandelion seeds. They look like tiny cotton ballerinas drifting through the air. I throw myself among them, running and jumping, trying to touch each one with the tip of my nose. Wherever my fingers land, the seeds glow with neon light, as if I were lighting hundreds of floating lanterns to brighten the path for whoever comes after me. In that moment, I feel a delicious warmth across my back. The dew that had held me down evaporates instantly into a mist of light, and the heaviness of the morning transforms into a buoyant, sparkling energy. My wings beat with incredible lightness, ready for freedom. It is wonderful how life works. All I had to do was surrender to play, and the magic hidden inside me came spilling out. Now the snail watches me from below, seeming to smile in a slow and steady way. I twirl in the air, rising higher and higher, leaving behind a trail of sparkle like a ribbon of silk across the forest sky. The blue of the stream now seems reflected in every beat of my wings. The gold of the sun sets every dark corner between the trunks aglow. I meet other little fairies along the way, emerging from their hiding places among the ferns. Together, we create an aerial dance, tracing patterns of light between the branches of ancient oak trees. The forest, which woke in the soft tones of morning, is now a vibrant explosion of colors blending and flowing together like fresh paint on wet paper. I fly through the treetops, making stardust rain over every bush, awakening laughter wherever I pass. I have discovered that my light is endless when I choose to use it to color the world around me. Now the whole forest dances with me, a living watercolor where every drop of paint is a tiny piece of happiness. Wherever there is a joyful heart, magic never fades. It simply invites everything else to join the celebration.